Hi, welcome to Cloverland Township in Vilas County, Wisconsin. Now, interesting thing about the Northwoods is like Cloverland is a township, so it's not a city. So you're gonna have a lot of properties that are located in the town of Cloverland, but will still have an Eagle River mailing address. So town of Clovership is about I want to say a 60 square mile area. Let me get that for you right away. Yeah, it's about 40 miles, 1,800 property owners, and about 1,000 residents in Cloverland. And I never know where to start one of these videos, where there's a great point of interest in that township or city to share with you. So today, I am sharing Oldenburg Park. This is a great property that was donated as a sports recreational area for Eagle River, Vilas County, Northern Pines School District, all the surrounding areas. And out here is where our kids play soccer. They play baseball. There's batting cages. There's outdoor concessions. Every Saturday all summer long, this place is packed with kids and families alike. And I'm going to circle around behind me, but you can see probably about 13 or 14 soccer fields. And then over here behind me, you have got the baseball diamonds, and then behind me right here, you can see the batting cages. So this is a great place in the heart of Cloverland, which runs Highway G, Highway 70, and it's like a perfect square, but it contains a lot of great stuff. Recreation, lakes, you name it, the township of Cloverland has it. I know we talked about 40 square miles, a ton of Great Lakes, still surrounded by Vilas County forest land, national forest land, all surrounding this area, and it really creates a beautiful setting. You are about right down Highway G, maybe 5 to 10 minutes from Northern Pines School, 10 to 12 minutes to town, depending on where you are in the township of Cloverland, or centrally located between Eagle River and St. Germain. We'll go back to the office at one point and I'll show you this on the big map so you can exactly see where I'm talking about. But this is really served well from Highway G, Highway 70 east and west, sort of bordering St. Germain on the west side and Eagle River on the east side, and Conover on the north side. So this would be that section. Great Lakes, you've got Sunset Lake, you've got Muskie Lake, Snipe. There's a lot of fantastic lakes snuck into the township of Cloverland. And of course, your mailing address would be Eagle River. I'm gonna take you on a little tour. We're gonna drive down one of my favorite roads to drive down in the township of Cloverland, where we're gonna have lakes on both sides of the water, and it's really a beautiful, serene setting. So it'll give you an idea of what the streets would look like if you lived up here and you were traveling up here in northern Wisconsin. And then of course at the end we'll go back to Eagle River, take a look at the map so that you can see a little bit more about the area as well. Thanks for hanging in there. We'll see you soon again. If you're looking to move to the Northwoods, keep an eye out for this information. Thanks. This has always been one of my favorite streets and drives for real estate. This is Muskie Road, which travels from Highway G down to Highway 70. It has lakes on both sides of the road. It's a very kind of winding and curvy road filled with lush green, and honestly, springtime, this is my favorite green of the year, especially when it's a little damp and dewy. Everything's like fluorescent green. I love it. But you've got Muskie Lake on one side, Sunset Lake on the other side, Snipe Lake mixed in here off of Muskie Road, and just a lot of great bodies of water. And as you take this winding road down towards Highway 70, you really get a feel for, driving in the Northwoods. It's a town-maintained road, so again, your town is going to maintain these roads. So in the wintertime, the town plows them and takes care of them and salts them and does all that good stuff. But look, at every single day, you would be able to see the wildflowers coming and going, and it's just a really beautiful spot. And again, around here, you're going to see a lot of great real estate because you're going to have a lot of waterfront. You will find some off-water properties as well. But if you do that, those are just going to be, again, surrounded by boat landings every couple of miles, depending on which lake you want to get on. So really, again, a beautiful stretch of real estate. We'll come back in and look at this again, but I just wanted to kind of share this with you. And again, this is my favorite green of the year because it's kind of got that effervescent, beautiful look to it. And as you can see, the wildflowers are starting to come in as well. again, we're kind of just coming off the side of the road. Look, they just blacktopped the road, so everything is maintained really well. And here's our public boat landing. As you can see, the little sign right there for Snipe Lake. So I'm gonna just kind of show you what a typical boat landing, now this is a really good boat landing in northern Wisconsin, would be like. Access, we have lakes that are public and we have lakes that are private. This is a public lake so that anybody can access this boat landing to put in your boat for a day of fishing, a day of recreation, tubing. This is about I think Snipe is what, 280, 200 to 300 acres in size. But here's what your boat landing would look like. Back your boat right in here and off you go for a day of fishing. And here you are. But isn't this beautiful? And you spend the day here tubing, water skiing, fishing, whatever. You can see the clarity. One of the things when we get another thing in Cloverland is the southern border of this township is actually the Eagle River chain. So I will take you out and show you what the water looks like on the chain. But this is a really good example of a non-chain lake and the clarity of the water. Again, something that you learn a little bit about when you're in the North Woods is tannins of a river/chain versus a spring-fed lake where the water tends to have a little bit more clarity. Doesn't mean that the chain water is dirty, just means that the leaves, the coloring of the water itself is going to be a little darker, which some buyers some people don't like and some people love. And then here, you back your trail right up in here, and there you are for the day to have fun and go out on the lake. So again, this is still off a highway, off a highway G between G and 70 in the township of Cloverland. Just an idea of what you would have access to in this neck of the woods. And we'll be back in a minute, and we're going to go back to the office and look at that map as well as take a peek at where the Wisconsin River comes through as the southern border of the township of Cloverland. And as we're pulling out of the Snipe Lake boat landing, we're going to see this great little area, sitting area for picnicking, grilling out, sitting by the lake, spending the day by the water frontage. Put your boat in, pull it up here, have a picnic with the family. This great little Snipe Lake sort of recreation area, so that if you're here and you want to spend the day on water, you've got access to all of that fun. One of the things people often forget about in the Northwoods is that even if you don't live on the water, because we have so much dense lakes in these two counties, you're usually within 5 or 10 minutes from the closest boat landing or an area just like this, so that you can have access to play all day and then go home to your private residence on the water. Again, we're just going to drive right down the road a little bit here. You can again see how thick it is, how beautiful it is, and green and lush. And this is spring, June in the North Woods. Looks different. All 4 seasons are spectacular. Spring is obviously one of my favorite because everything is coming alive. So again, here is a great image of the township of Cloverland in Vilas County. You can see it's almost a perfect square. Southern border is pretty much Highway 70. Highway G, which we were driving on, runs through it. This little winding road is Muskie Road that we came through on, and then the top part you can see up there. So again, right in between Eagle River, which you can see right there, and if you go that way, St. Germain would be right about there. North of you is going to be Conover. South of you over here is going to be Three Lakes. So it's really centrally located. It has a town hall, which I didn't take you to, but next time I probably will, which is where you would vote as a local resident. But otherwise, you would be serviced by Eagle River or St. Germain for grocery stores, Eagle River for hospitals, Minocqua for hospitals, and again, centrally located. But again, if you can see, you've got Snipe Lake, you've got Muskellunge Lake, you've got Sunset Lake, you've got Nelson Lake, the Wisconsin River, which you can see across the bottom, funneling into Watersmeet Lake, which is technically the start of the Eagle River 28 lake chain. And then to the north of you, you've also got a couple of great lakes. You've got Dad's Lake, you've got, I'm not sure if that might be Pickerel Lake up there. So you've really got a lot of wonderful bodies of water in this neck of the woods as well. Not a lot of real estate comes for sale here because it is such a dense lake and forest area. but when it does, it usually goes pretty darn quickly. Just a couple of other great little points to note is that the boat landing we were on was probably right about in here, but as you can see, there's multiple boat landings in the area. And really just a really fantastic little location. Just a couple other little stats about the township of Cloverland. It is 35.2 square miles per capita, which is pretty amazing. And it has about 3.8 square miles of it is land, and 10.8% is water, which is pretty awesome. There's a population of, I said earlier, 1,069, 35 people per square mile. The median age is 37.4, and the average people per household is 2.1. Again, another population that grows immensely in the summertime because of the lakes. A lot of second homes in this neck of the woods as well. And then I just want to end by talking a little bit about the median price. Since pre-COVID, the average price sold in the township of Cloverland, so we would be going back to 2018, is about $211,555, and the average selling price in the last 12 months, $379,000. So just a little data about Cloverland, the township of Cloverland in northern Wisconsin. And again, what is the township? What does that mean? Where is this located? Give us a call. We'd love to help assist you up in the beautiful North Woods, and follow us and learn more about living in up north Wisconsin.